Victoria, are you open to take us into a moment that made an impact for you?
Certainly, yeah. It's been absolutely such a pleasure to be part of this incredible experience. I have found it incredibly transformational for myself, especially climbing up the mountain twice, halfway up to the cave and then right to the summit. The energy of the land and the group of people together was in just a beautiful resonance. To go into the belly of the mountain was for me such a special experience, having listened a lot to how these caves are like the womb churches before the cathedrals. The caves were where we could really come close to the divine feminine in all her dark, nourishing beauty. And so to be in the cave, to be led in, I felt so safe. I felt like it was so divinely guided as well. I did not feel any fear, even though we went into the pitch black. And to sing as a group in there is something that I will remember for the rest of my life. And the richness of the darkness. It was like a rebirth through the earth.
So beautiful.
It was incredibly transformational experience.
What was your experience of the group during this pilgrimage?
My experience of the group was that it was a lovely thread of connection running through everybody. There was a real heartfelt sincerity for everyone to make sure each was held and each could all make it up the mountain together. It felt like we were really doing it individually and as a collective as well. I felt that for me personally, it was a lovely group because we were all already a little bit into the knowledge and the practices and the wisdom of Mary Magdalene, Yeshua, and the Essenes. And it just felt so joyous. It felt so joyous to be with other like hearted people and like minded, and to be in the incredible, pristine air of the mountains.
And for people who, for example, don't know Thomas,
Mm,
would you like to share a little bit what he's like as a facilitator and what your
sure.
experience was?
Yeah, so I didn't know Thomas. I had never met Thomas before coming here. So, what I would say first and foremost is to follow your heart, tune into yourself, and feel like, does it feel right to come and work with Thomas? And if the answer is a yes, then I would thoroughly recommend. I felt like he had such a gentle yet powerful presence. I felt that he had a very tempered and well balanced approach to holding the space. I always felt that we did a huge amount of things, but nothing ever felt rushed either. And I felt that intuitively and sensitively, he was able to hold the group very well. I made a joke when we were going up the mountain that he was like the good shepherd because he had his flute and he was taking us with enough safety precautions, but enough also thrill and wonderment. And when it comes to his voice and his musical abilities, I am blown away. That man can sing and make music. So yeah, yeah, 100% really heartfelt yes to working with Thomas.
Victoria, what would be different in the world if people would go more to pilgrimages like this one?
Wow. So, what I find the most beautiful about a pilgrimage is that we push ourselves out of our comfort zone. And to me, our comfort zone is actually really uncomfortable because unless we are pushing ourselves, unless we are expanding ourselves, we get itchy, we get, yeah, contracted in a way. So, to do pilgrimage to something that is dear to your own heart, whatever that may be, in a way, it's like a cycle. It's like physically going through the psychological journey of scaling something difficult and then letting go and allowing for transformation and the death and rebirth cycle. And pilgrimage to me is a time to really come back to that spiritual core, to take time with our bodies and our minds and our psyches and our hearts every day, individually and collectively. And yeah, I keep saying transformational. Cannot go on pilgrimage and not come back different in some little way at least.
Anything else that you would like to share to somebody that might be on the edge, for example?
What would I like to share? I would say that take risks, dream big, live for the moment, and trust your own intuition. Namaste.